What's going on, everybody? Welcome to After Prison Show. And as you guys can see, I got the infamous Shannon joining me right here. What's going on with you?
Oh, not much, man. Ready to do some cooking.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing that by the ingredients that we got laid out on the table right here. But Shannon, it's been a week since we saw you last, and the last time that we saw you, we were teaching you how to ride a moped.
Yeah.
How was that experience for you?
It was actually really fun, so I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it.
Well, it's been a week since, and you've still been riding the moped, and talk about how this week has been for you.
Oh, it's been great. I've been able to go wherever I wanted to go. It's actually been really fun, so it's different than I thought it would be, because at first I was kind of standoffish about it, when I first met you guys, but it's been great. Like, I've gotten to go see my mom and stuff, and I wouldn't have been able to do that without it, so.
Speaking of your mom, what does your family think about this when you tell them, hey, I can come see you now, I got the transportation to be able to do so? Was anybody hesitant about this? Like, this might not be a good idea for you?
No, I mean, it was funny because when I showed up at my mom's house, I was like, hey, you want to go out to dinner? She was like, yeah, but we're not taking that. We're getting in the van, So she's fine with me riding it, but she's not getting on it.
Well, that's awesome. And it's got to be a great thing having your freedom, being able to go where you want to go and get where you want to go without having to wait on an Uber or somebody else.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Oh, and another thing I wanted to ask you real quick. I know you saw Dave propose to his girl.
I did.
Anything you want to say about that?
I did. Congratulations, man. That was awesome. Like, I was in tears for real, so I wish I could have been there. I'm sorry I missed that one, for real.
Well, special shout out to them and special shout out to you. Thank you for being here. And like we said, we've got some ingredients laid out on the table in front of us right here. And Shannon, we're getting ready to do probably one thing that it's got to be your favorite thing to do now that you're released from prison. We're going to do some prison cooking.
Okay. All right. I do this all the time at home.
Do you really?
No.
Ain't nobody trying to eat no prison food when they come home.
No.
But what we're going to make right here is probably one of the most common or most basic, cheapest, might even be a word to use with this. We're going to make a very common, basic, one of the most popular prison meals in men's prison, and I'm sure also in women's prison as well.
Oh, yeah, they definitely make them there.
And what we're talking about is just your basic spread, your basic swole, your basic meal involving your infamous ramen noodle soups. And I don't think you can make very many prison meals without this ingredient right here.
No, I think it's a main staple, definitely.
Heck yeah. With as much cooking as we do here on After Prison Show, we always focus on what it's like to do that cooking inside of a men's prison. And with you joining me here today, I really want to focus on what it's like to do this type of cooking inside of a woman's prison. Do they, because the way that I imagine it, they do it naked, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. That's just how we walk around all day long.
That's what I thought. I definitely was thinking stuff like that when I was locked up, but special shout out to my wife. No disrespect by me making that statement right there. This is a very basic, common, most popular prison meal that we're getting ready to put together. And Shannon, with something like this, what do you think the first thing that we should do is probably
start crushing the noodles?
Probably start crushing some noodles. We're only eating for 3 here, me, you, and Cody. So I would imagine we don't need anything more than 3 soups for this.
Probably not.
And 3 might actually be too many. There you go. You got to get into it, Shannon. Now, look. Inside of the men's prison, we crush these things up on the floor. Bang! I got those new floors, though. I'm not trying to do that. How do they do it inside of the women's prison?
They throw them on the floor.
They do that. Oh, they go hard up in the women's prison, though.
You do that at home, though? When you get home, people look at you like you're crazy.
Yeah, they do. It's funny. We ought to do it in Walmart one day. We ought to go to Walmart and just do a social experiment, trying to cook a prison meal inside of Walmart, grabbing the soups. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Bang! I forgot to list the ingredients that we're going to be using. We've got our ramen noodle soups, as you see, what we're getting crushed up right here. We've also got a bag of cheese puffs right here that we're going to be using for this. We're going to use a couple of the cheese puffs, but more importantly, the bag with these. Shout out to the awesome support of After Prison Show who sent the official refried beans. They said they wanted to see us use these in a video. We are definitely going to use these. Shannon, have you ever tried to find these out here in the free world?
No, I haven't.
Well, they're not very easy to find. And I'm thinking that the only place you can get these is off of the Walmart website. They don't have them in the store, though. So we got the refried beans. I even went up and beyond for this, getting the chicken pouch.
You did.
Do you guys have the chicken pouch?
We do, and we have bacon.
Oh yeah, bacon. Do they sell it on regular commissary or is it
It's regular commissary.
Well, y'all got it made. I swear the next time I go to prison, I'm going to a female prison.
So you can run around naked?
So, this is a high dollar item right here, this chicken pouch. If you got your hands on this and if you're cooking with this, you know, you're balling. You're balling. This is definitely a high dollar item right here. We couldn't find it in the pouch, but we do have the chili beans. So not only do we got the refried beans, we got the chili beans as well. We've got some good old cheese. You're gonna need that for pretty much any prison meal that you make. 7-Eleven stopped selling the prison pickle. So now they've got their own, you know what, they took over. They got their own brand of the 7-Eleven whole pickle. It's actually called 7 Select. We got some greenery. I had to bag these up because, you know, this is the way we're getting them. Guys has got them down their pants, they pulling them out. You gotta be able to smuggle these out of the kitchen.
Yeah, that's how we did it too.
So we got an onion, a green pepper. We've also got some some barbecue potato chips. These are the wavy, you got a wavy barbecue right here. I had to get the, even though they're the store brand chips, we've got these as well. We've got the infamous summer sausage. Did they sell these in the women's prison?
They did.
You know, I heard that they cut up the hot dogs in there, but
they don't.
We ought to do a women's prison urban legend video with you, like a Mythbusters. Because that was one thing that, and I'm not trying to be sexist saying this, but that was something that I definitely heard was that they would cut up the hot dogs.
Yeah, they didn't.
Unbelievable. Okay, well, there's a lot of things that I have wrong with this already. We've got some crackers, some saltine crackers right here, one sleeve, and we've got some hot sauce. You're definitely not going to be getting no glass bottle in prison. Did they sell you guys the little packs of? Yep. All right, so we've listed the ingredients. We've already crushed up 3 noodles. We're not going to need this 4th guy right here. Shannon, we're going to use probably, I don't know, maybe just a little bit of these. But we need this bag. This bag is going to be super important for this. This is going to be our cooking bag. So, show you son of a... I messed up already. God bless. Like, I couldn't do this twice if I tried. Hey, do me a favor. Try not to rip that bag.
Do my best.
All right, well, Shannon gets that squared away. I'm going to go ahead and crush up the crackers. I know we're going to need that as well. Now, how big of a deal is it making meals inside of women's prison?
Oh, I mean, a pretty big deal. You'd make plans with your friends to do it on the weekends or whatever. Especially, you know, because you didn't want to go eat in the chow hall. The chow hall is nasty.
Was the food in the chow hall bad?
It was bad.
What do you think one of the worst things that they served there was?
Oh, this sausage stuff.
Oh, they gave y'all the sausages too?
Oh, yes. It was
the
awful.
DOC sausages.
They were awful.
Look, you can tell a lot about a person in prison by the type of food that they eat. Like, don't get me wrong, these sausages were some of the most horrible thing that they would serve you on the trays. But there were guys that actually liked those things. Ugh. And you would be like, oh man, that dude's trying to buy extra DOC sausage trays. You know he crazy. That's the guy you don't mess with right there. He eating up all that nasty DOC food.
Yeah, I always try to keep like peanut butter and wraps and stuff in my box. I wonder who the first person was to just sit down and decide to crush all this stuff and put it together.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, whoever they were a genius. All right, I got these crushed up. You look like you got those crushed up pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and throw these saltines in there with those. Now, not only are we making this most popular prison meal, this most basic prison meal, this most common prison meal, I say cheapest. Out here in the free world, this is a cheap meal to make. You could feed your whole family off of this thing. But this is also gonna be this thing's gonna be dressed up. Gordon Ramsay is gonna be proud when he sees this final product right here. I'm gonna go ahead and heat up some water. Folks, we don't even have Tupperware for this. All my Tupperware is actually behind us in the dishwasher. So we're gonna use a real bowl. Cody, do not show my sink and all the dishes in it. God bless it, Cody, I'm trying to tell you. Joe, you don't never clean, do you? Hey, how big of a deal were the microwaves?
Huge. There was always a line.
How many microwaves did you guys have where you were at?
2.
2 in each pod?
Yeah.
All right.
It's been so long since I ate ramen noodles, I forgot they have flavoring packs in them.
See, that's how you know you've been out and you've been doing the right thing. When you ain't even thinking about no ramen noodle. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up some of this greenery and this onion, do a little bit of the prep work while that water heats up and while Shannon gets that stuff mixed up right there.
Did you have people that fried their noodles?
Yes.
All the time until they were black?
Yes.
Ugh.
Now, you would do that for a couple of different reasons, whether you were trying to kill the smell of cigarettes or something like that, or whether you were just trying to make fried noodles.
Yeah, these people weren't trying to kill the smell of anything. We burnt popcorn when we were trying to kill the smell of something, but I had this one lady that was in my pod, and it's like she followed me from pod to pod because I moved around a lot.
Right.
But she cooked them 2 or 3 times a day, every day, and they stunk so bad.
God, can you imagine eating ramen noodles that much? No, your blood pressure's got to be out of control. Now, Shannon, what would y'all use to cut things up with? Your ID cards?
Yeah, and stolen knives from the chow hall.
The little plastic knives?
Yeah.
You know, with you working at a restaurant, you ought to tell them about some of these recipes right here. This could be like a happy hour thing.
Next big recipes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'd sell much better than the stuff that we have.
I don't think so. Okay, this is going to be, holy God bless it. All right, whatever I do not spill this. This is lava hot. So carefully, we're going to try to pour some of this up in here without Joe. God, I don't want to get you. Let me get this, Shannon. Oh, God, the steam is so hot. Oh, God. Oh, man, that was the water. That water got on me. All right, let's see what that does. Gonna put just a little bit of water up in there. This is why you need the Tupperware. See, you got to have the Tupperware because using this ceramic bowl right here, holy gosh almighty, that's hot. You gonna need some more water in there?
Probably so.
We got this. Just a little bit. Shannon, you got a dentist appointment today too, don't you?
I do. I don't want to go. But I'm going to go.
Ain't nothing like eating a prison meal before going to see the dentist. All right, well, Shannon gets that spread out. You know, I just realized that. That's probably why they call it a spread. Because you got to
spread it.
You got to spread it. You got to spread it. That's actually got a ring to it, you know? Could be some new merch. After Prison Show, you got to spread it. It just sounds so wrong. You know how hard it is to do these videos like this? Shane and I apologize if anything that I'm saying sounds messed up. I really pride myself on making sure that I don't say horrible things, but I don't often get that right. All right, almost got this bell pepper cut up, or at least as much of it as we're gonna use.
All right, I don't know that this is gonna be perfectly square, but I'm kind of dealing with the bag being ripped right there.
Oh yeah, Joe messed that up. God, that's gonna be that's gonna be thick. Cody, are you hungry?
Yeah.
I'm starving. I told myself when I got released from prison I would never eat another prison meal.
Well, guess what?
You know how long it took me to eat my first ramen noodle after I came home? It took me like a year.
Oh, I believe you.
Now, I wear ramen noodle shirts. Should have wore one for this video. All right, I got the bell pepper cut up, what we're gonna use of that. Shannon, hey, here we go. The refried beans. I got a bowl for you right here, just be careful, it's kind of hot. All right, well, Shannon works on them refried beans right there. Joe's gonna be cutting onions. You know how long it's been since I've seen these things right here? Takes me back.
Save you a little bit so you can munch on those later.
Thank you.
You know what was really hard to get from the kitchen?
What's that?
Sour cream.
Y'all could get sour cream?
Yeah, from the staff side.
Damn.
That was expensive though. There was only like 2 offenders that worked over there that could get it.
In the staff kitchen?
Yeah.
Or staff dining?
Staff dining, yeah.
We used to be able to get all sorts of really good stuff from staff dining. Sandwiches. Guys would come back with all sorts of sandwiches. You didn't want to ask them where they hid it to get it back, but you just wanted you that egg and sausage and cheese sandwich that they were making. All right, Joe got them onions cut up. Well, Joe, you like a chef in this place. Hey, y'all hiring at your job, Shannon?
Yes.
Got us some onions. You don't want a whole lot of onions in your food, though. Onions gonna give you a lot of indigestion and upset stomach. Shout out to Dave with the Pepto-Bismol. Oh yeah, Shannon, look at them joints. Nothing like them refried beans. I'm gonna go ahead and cut up this sausage. This is the official summer. Oh my God, look at them beans. That's gonna be a nice little topping. Now there's a lot of different ways to do the summer sausage. I mean, you could just do it like this. You can cut it up even smaller. We're definitely gonna cut it up just a little bit smaller. How'd you guys do it?
Smaller.
It goes further if you do it that way.
It does.
That way you can use like half a summer sauce. You don't have to use the whole thing. But we're going for the most popular and why it's the most popular. And you're about to see why. Cody's gonna be the taste test right here.
When I first got to prison, I was sure I was going to die from food poisoning because I would see all these people saving everything for days and days.
I did it, especially when you go to isolation.
You got to keep your food in isolation?
No, you didn't get to keep it, but you tried to keep it. Telling you what, about to pitch some of these recipes to some restaurants. I'm gonna come up to your work. Is there a manager I can speak with? Hey, look, I got something. All right, Shannon, let's go ahead and fry that up. Yo, I got something. The whole world gonna like this.
Start a food truck outside the courthouse?
That's what people want to see. Man, I just got out, man. I ain't trying to eat no swole, though. You take me to Burger King real quick. Oh, yeah. See those beans?
They need more water.
No, they're
when
perfect.
They sit there,
Those are perfect right there. That's official refried bean action. See what this thing's looking like. Oh, yeah. She might be just about ready to start spreading out.
Did you want to fry those onions and peppers at all?
Do you think we should? Would you guys fry them?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then let's fry them then. Okay. Are we throwing them right in there with the meat?
Right in there with the meat.
Woo! I ain't never done that. All right, let's get them onions up in there. Some green peppers. It's a lot of green pepper.
It's okay, it's delicious. That's what I craved more than anything in prison was fresh vegetables.
Yeah, because it ain't always the easiest thing to get your hands on. I think I'm gonna start opening up this spread and start putting these refried beans on there.
Careful with that bag.
Oh, you know. Get right up on that. What you laughing at? This thing ain't... Come on, Joe. You've done this a million times. There you go. Y'all need to go back to prison. Y'all forgot how to do this. All right, that. There we go. That's how it's supposed to open, right like that. Boy, that sucker is greasy. So there's our spread. Now we could have spread this thing. You know what? We're making this thing pretty. So I'm trying to tell you, we're about to chop this off. There we go. I've been doing a lot of cutting lately. I'm getting good at that with these home improvements. All right. See what this base is sitting on. You want some of that? Oh, Shannon. That makes me want to go catch a felony right there. All right, folks. First thing we're going to do, we're going to spread the beans on this. We'll take a big old hefty scoop of that. Like plaster. This is that prison cooking ASMR. Just lightly. What? A little bit of spreadage right there. Spread that. What was my saying?
Just spread it.
Just spread
Something
it.
like that.
Yeah, just spread it. Just
Or you gotta spread it.
gotta spread it. We're gonna spread that. Oh, we got a little bit of bean action on the side right there. Bob Ross prison cooking. Look at that meat right there. Yeah. We're only putting a layer of cheese on here right now, so God, I hope I don't mess this up, but let me get a little layer of cheese on it. Just a little separation, that's all we're looking for. Between beans, cheese, and then the next layer of, well, beans.
There's no juice.
There's no juice in the pickle? 7-Eleven, y'all some cheap bastards.
That's weird.
You
That's
want to
really weird.
spread it ever so lightly. Shane, you're going to be proud of this right here. I tried not to use a whole hell of a lot of cheese. Were you a big fan of the cheese?
It was okay. I like the Velveeta one.
Oh, yeah, y'all get the Velveeta. I don't even remember if we got that or not, but need just a little more. A little shot of cheese right there. That's it. That's it. That's a happy little cheese. Happy cheese. I'm on my Bob Ross stuff right now. We got a little happy, oh, that's a little happy mistake right there, but just cover it up with some cheese. A little cheese action on the rim right there. I'll get this out. Hiya!
The towel's right there.
Yeah, that's hot. Is it hot? Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. Ugh. All right, chili beans on next. Oh, God, yeah. Get out of my hands. Ugh. Gotta get the last. Oh. That got warm real fast. All right. Easy does it. Just want a little chili bean all over the canvas. Nice little chili beans. I don't think we got enough to make it, but all right.
I have faith.
It's looking a little thin. It's looking a little thin. Come on. Oh, God, I didn't want to cut into it. All right, well, that's the best we're going to do with that, but that's good enough. All right, what do you think we do now? We go with the meats?
The meats.
We go with the meats. Folks, brace yourself. God! I wanted to make it a nice little moment right there, but that is hot. Good Lord. If you try this at home, make sure that you're careful because this stuff does get hot really fast. All right. Just like so. That was a good idea, putting the greens and the onion in there with it.
I think it'll make it taste better.
One thing about it, it's gonna have plenty of everything. Did you guys use the grease?
It depends.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna use it.
Yeah, if you had something else to cook, like noodles or something, we might use it for that, but.
Oh, really? That's pretty dope. Give it a little more flavor.
Yeah.
Now, this happened in men's prison. I got to ask you, Shannon, if it was the same. You're sitting there making a meal with your homegirls, and you got the people who beg.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you guys have people come up to you like, hey, can I get some of that?
Yeah, can I just get one bite? Let me try that.
Oh, that looks good right there. What y'all making over there? Oh, y'all making that? I ain't never had that before. You've been locked up 20 years. You had everything.
Go get a piece of paper. I'll write down the ingredients for you.
Uh-oh, recipe time. We used the beans. We got some cheese on there. I guess we can put the pickles on there. What do you think?
Okay.
Pickles?
Are we using chips too?
We are using chips.
So you want me to crush them up?
Please, a little bit of the barbecue chips, just for a little added flavor. Oh, yeah. It's going to give it that spicy little zing flavor right there. You know, we got to start a prison food hibachi restaurant. I'm feeling this. We're gonna have to give this a name as well. I'm gonna call this Trash Mountain, because that's what it looks like. It looks like a landfill right here. I'm gonna work on the final touch, and the final touch is dressing this sucker up to the max. We're gonna take a little cheese, we're gonna take a little hot sauce, and we're gonna take a little ranch. We got ranch? We got ranch. Oh yeah, look at that. You got a name for that right there? If you had to name that, what would you call it?
Oh, I have no idea. They came up with some strange names in there for stuff.
That's my boo thing right there. Can I get some of that? So you're probably wondering what I got the bags for. The bags are important. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the cheese. Get a little corner of the baggie right there. Oh yeah. It's like some fondue. Ain't that what they call the stuff you put on the cakes?
Fondant.
That's it. All right, now without killing myself, a little knife hole in there. All right, Shannon, we're about to dress this up. Looks like that cheese whiz. Are you a fan of the ranch?
I love ranch.
Okay, wanted to make sure. Same thing. So we're gonna make this look like a barbed wire fence. Don't get no better than that. And one last time, do you like hot sauce?
I do.
All right. Cody, you're good with all this stuff, right? The worst thing that could happen right now is I get this in my eye. So, yeah, we gotta pause this video. I gotta go to the ER right now. It's just a pen. Careful where you go with that. Oh, yeah. All these ingredients are an added luxury when you're serving time. And like Shannon was talking about earlier, when it comes to the type of food that you're going to be eating out of the chow hall, nobody wants to eat that. So if you get an opportunity to eat something like this, how many friends are you going to have, Shannon, if you make a meal like this?
I'll probably like 3 more people besides myself.
Everybody's going to want a piece of this. All right. You guys ready to see what this thing tastes like? The meal has been prepared. We don't have a name for this, but this is just your basic spread, your basic swole. It looks like a freaking mountain of stuff right here. I mean, it is. And this is a very common meal. You're gonna see this in both men's and women's prison. And we're getting ready to dive into this thing and see what this tastes like. Shannon, any thoughts on what you think this is gonna taste like?
I think it's gonna be pretty good.
I think it's gonna be absolutely delightful. Cut a couple little squares off this sucker. Cody, you excited to try this? All right. Shannon, you ready?
Sure.
Let's see if we can even get this to stay together.
All right.
Oh man, it stayed together perfect. These are huge pieces. Oh, no, you're gonna be... All right. Do me a favor. Call the cops right now. Tell them I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to go back.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That is amazing. Cody, you gotta try this. Tell me that ain't the best damn prison meal in the world.
I'm gonna say it's probably the best one we made yet.
Yeah, it is really good.
That thing is like a flavor powwow in your mouth. So, I think we did pretty good there, Shannon.
Yeah, came out good.
Folks, this is a super awesome meal right here. This is probably one of, hands down, my favorite meals. But then again, I like pretty much all prison food. I'm pretty state struck. But Shannon, I want to thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for coming over here and eating some prison food with us.
Absolutely.
I know this can't be your favorite thing in the world to do right now, but it is awesome to be able to share these experiences with you and get your input on this. And I look forward to seeing what we're going to do next with you.
Yeah, absolutely. This was actually really good.
It
Probably
was.
gonna have a couple more pieces after we're done.
Hands down, the best meal that we've made, and a special thanks to Shannon for helping us to make this. Hey, look, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please leave a like and a comment. Let me know exactly what you think about this. What would you call this prison meal right here? What'd you call that? I'm gonna call that the garbage can. I think they actually got a shot of liquor, like a drink at the bar called the garbage can.
There is.
But let me know what you guys think about this, and that's it.